There comes a time in life when the heart longs for peace, but the world only gives noise. When problems feel endless, and no human words bring comfort. What if the key to every struggle was already given to you, hidden in the most powerful names of Allah? Think about this. Every time you pray, every time you raise your hands, are you truly calling upon Allah the way He has taught us? Or are you just asking, without using the names that unlock doors you never even knew existed? Many people wonder, why does my dua feel unanswered? But the truth is, dua is not just about asking. It's about calling Allah with the right words, the names that shake the heavens and bring His mercy straight to you. Now ask yourself, what if a single name of Allah could remove all the pain you've carried for years? What if you could call upon Him in a way that guarantees an answer? What if the peace you've been searching for was hidden in the name you never thought to use? Most people don't realize it, but the way you address Allah in your prayers changes everything. When you call upon Ar-Rahman, you are not just asking for kindness. You are calling the one whose mercy is beyond limits. When you whisper Ash-Shafi, you are not just seeking healing. You are summoning the source of all cures, the one who mends both body and soul. And yet, so many people forget. They forget the names that can transform their duas from simple words into powerful calls that reach straight to the heavens. Are you one of them? If you have ever prayed for something and felt like the answer never came, this might be the reason. But today, that will change, because today we will unlock 7 names of Allah that can change your prayers forever. 7 names that bring miracles, 7 names that bring healing, protection, and endless blessings. And here's something I want to know from you. Which name of Allah brings you the most peace? Drop it in the comments and let's remind each other of the most beautiful words ever spoken. 1. Ar-Rahman, the most merciful. There are moments in life when a person feels completely lost, as if they are standing alone in an ocean of regrets, mistakes, and unspoken pain. The heart carries the weight of sins, the mind plays memories of things that cannot be undone, and the soul feels distant from the mercy of Allah. But what if I told you that no matter how many wrongs you have done, there is a name of Allah that still welcomes you with open arms? That name is Ar-Rahman, the most merciful. His mercy is not like human mercy, limited by patience and conditions. His mercy is vast, stretching over everything, covering both the sinner and the saint. He does not wait for perfection before He forgives, nor does He turn away from those who have fallen too many times, even the ones who have ignored Him for years, the ones who only remember Him in times of need. He still calls them back with love. Think about it. How many times have you made mistakes and promised never to repeat them, yet found yourself falling again? And yet every time you turn to Allah, He never says, "This is your last chance." He never says, "You have asked for forgiveness too many times." Humans give up on each other, but Ar-Rahman never gives up on His creation. When a person whispers His name in prayer, they are not just calling upon the one who forgives, they are calling the one who loves to forgive. Every breath, every heartbeat, every second that you are alive is proof of His mercy. If He were to judge us based on our mistakes alone, none of us would be standing here today. But He does not just punish. He gives chance after chance, waiting for His servant to return to Him. The ones who remember Ar-Rahman in their duas are the ones who will never drown in despair. No matter how broken you feel, how many mistakes you have made, or how distant you think you are from Allah, call upon Him with this name. Say, Ya Ar-Rahman, wrap me in your mercy. Forgive me not because I deserve it, but because you are the most merciful. And now take a moment to ask yourself, when was the last time you truly called upon Ar-Rahman with your heart open and your soul ready to receive His love? The ones who recognize His mercy will never lose hope. Those who lose hope in Allah's mercy have misunderstood who He truly is. If you feel this name touches your heart, type it below. Let this be a reminder that you are never beyond the mercy of Ar-Rahman. Second, Ar-Razzaq, the provider. There are nights when a person lies awake, staring at the ceiling, wondering how they will make it through another day. Bills pile up, responsibilities grow heavier, and the fear of not having enough grips the heart like an iron fist. In those moments of helplessness, a whisper creeps into the mind. What if I am left with nothing? But what many people forget is that their sustenance, their provision, their every grain of food and drop of water does not come from this world. It comes from Ar-Razzaq, the provider, the one who gives without limits. Have you ever seen how a mother bird feeds her young, carrying food back to her nest, making sure no little mouth is left empty? Have you ever wondered who provides for the creatures deep in the ocean, the ones hidden in darkness, never seen by human eyes? Who gives life to a seed buried in dry soil, allowing it to break through the earth and become a towering tree? It is Ar-Razzaq, the one who feeds not just the strongest and wealthiest, but even the smallest and weakest among His creation. But provision is not just about money. How many people live in mansions but feel empty inside? How many have full tables but broken hearts? And then there are those who have little in their hands but peace in their hearts. This is the true rizq that only Ar-Razzaq can give. He provides not just wealth, but health, love, wisdom, and faith. The one who truly trusts in Him will never feel afraid of what tomorrow holds. The problem is that most people chase after provision in the wrong way. They run after wealth, thinking it will bring security, but in the end, money alone does not guarantee happiness. A person could work day and night trying to secure their future, but if Ar-Razzaq has not written something for them, it will never reach their hands. And if He has written it, nothing in the world can take it away. Your provision is already decided, long before you were even born. So why let worry steal your peace? When you raise your hands in dua, do not just ask for money. Ask for provision in all forms. A heart that is at peace, a family that stands together, health that allows you to worship, and wealth that brings barakah. Say, Ya Razzaq, provide for me in ways I cannot imagine. Let my heart find contentment in what you have given me, and bless me with sustenance that brings me closer to you. And now, ask yourself, do you truly trust that your rizq is in the hands of Ar-Razzaq, or do you let fear and anxiety make you believe that you are alone in this struggle? The one who remembers Ar-Razzaq in their dua will never be left empty-handed. If this name speaks to you, mention it below. Let this be a reminder that you are not alone, and your sustenance is already written by the one who never forgets his servants. 3. Al-Wadud, the most loving. There are moments in life when a person feels completely alone, as if no one truly understands them. The world moves on, people come and go, and the heart aches for a love that is pure, unwavering, and constant. The kind of love that does not fade with time, does not turn cold with mistakes, and does not leave when life becomes difficult. But the truth is, no human being can give such love, because the only love that is everlasting comes from Al-Wadud, the most loving. Think about the love a mother has for her child. Even when the child misbehaves, even when they grow distant, A mother's heart still beats with concern, still longs to protect, still wishes to forgive. But even this love, as deep as it may seem, is only a drop in the ocean compared to the love of Al-Wadud. His love does not depend on how good you are, how successful you have been, or how many mistakes you have avoided. His love is there, even when you have fallen, even when you feel unworthy, even when the world makes you believe you are alone. How many times have you turned away from Allah, yet He still wakes you up every morning with the gift of life? How many sins have you committed, yet He still covers them, still allows you the chance to return to Him? He does not hold grudges, does not remind you of your past mistakes to shame you, does not close the doors of mercy, no matter how many times you knock. While people's love is fragile, breaking over the smallest disagreements, Al-Wadud's love is unshakable. But the saddest reality is that most people spend their lives searching for love in all the wrong places. They chase after it in relationships, in friendships, in material success, thinking it will fill the void in their hearts. They attach themselves to people who disappoint them, to dreams that leave them empty. All the while, the one who loves them most waits for them to turn back, to whisper His name, to remember that they were never unloved to begin with. When you make dua, do not just ask for love from people. Ask for love from Al-Wadud, the one whose love never ends, never fades, never depends on conditions. Say, Ya Al-Wadud, fill my heart with your love. Let me find comfort in you when the world turns cold. Let me never forget that even when everyone else leaves, you remain. And now, ask yourself, when was the last time you truly felt the love of Al-Wadud in your life? Do you seek love from the creation or from the one who created love itself? The one who remembers Al-Wadud in their dua will never feel abandoned, never feel empty, never feel forgotten. If this name touches your heart, mention it below. 4. Ash-Shafi, the healer. There comes a time in every life when pain becomes unavoidable. It may be the pain of illness, the kind that weakens the body and drains the soul, or it may be the pain of the heart, loss, betrayal, wounds that no doctor can see, but that weigh heavier than any physical burden. In those moments, when medicine feels powerless, when comfort from others falls short, the heart whispers a silent plea. Who can heal me? The answer has always been the same. Ash-Shafi, the healer. Every cure, every relief, every moment of ease comes from Him alone. It is not the hands of a doctor that mend a broken body, nor the words of a friend that mend a broken heart. It is Ash-Shafi who places healing in their efforts. Without His permission, no medicine can work, no treatment can succeed, no wound can close. He is the one who cures not only what is seen, but what is hidden. The unseen pain, the silent suffering, the battles fought behind closed doors. He knows, and He heals. But the test of pain is not just about endurance. It is a reminder, a call back to the one who has always been there. How often does a person forget their Creator when life is easy? How many only raise their hands in dua when hardship comes? And yet even then, Ash-Shafi does not turn them away. He does not say, "You only remember me when you are in need." He does not close His doors to those who return after forgetting Him for so long. Instead, He heals them, not just their bodies, but their faith, their connection to Him, their trust in His wisdom. There are illnesses that doctors say have no cure, wounds that the world believes will never heal, but nothing is beyond the power of Ash-Shafi. How many people have walked out of hospitals after being told they would not survive? How many hearts have been restored after years of suffering? The one who truly believes in Ash-Shafi never loses hope, never stops asking, never doubts that relief will come, even if it is in a way they did not expect. When you make dua, do not just ask for physical healing. Ask for healing of the heart, of the mind, of the soul. Say, Ya Asha Shafi, heal me in ways that only you can. Remove the pain that no one sees. Mend what is broken within me, and grant me patience until relief arrives. And now, take a moment to reflect. Do you place your trust in medicine alone? Or do you turn first to Ash-Shafi, the one who holds every cure? The one who remembers Ash-Shafi and their dua will find healing, even in ways they never imagined. 5. Al-Fatah, the opener of doors. There are moments in life when everything feels stuck. No matter how hard you try, the doors to success, happiness, and peace seem locked. You pray, you work, you struggle, but nothing changes. You begin to wonder, is this how my life will always be? But what most people forget is that no door is truly closed. It is simply waiting for Al-Fatah, the opener, to unlock it at the right time. Think about the prisoner who never thought he would see freedom again. Yet one day, the gates open, and he walks into the light. Think about the person drowning in debt, believing they would never escape, until one unexpected opportunity changes everything. Think about the broken-hearted, who swore they would never smile again, only to find love and peace when they least expected it. None of these moments happened by accident. They happened because Al-Fatah opened the doors that no human could. But the truth is, we often stand in front of locked doors, knocking with our own strength, forgetting to ask the one who holds the keys. We chase after solutions in this world, forgetting that no job, no person, no opportunity can open for us what Al-Fatah has not willed. And sometimes we cry over doors that remain closed, not realizing that he is protecting us from something we do not see. How many people begged for a job they never got, only to find something far better later? How many people prayed for a relationship to last, only to realize later that its ending was a mercy? The key is to trust in his timing. Al-Fatah does not delay without reason. He does not keep doors closed to punish you, but to guide you towards something greater. If he has closed a door, it is because he knows what is behind it, and he knows it is not for you. And when the time is right, he will open a door so wide that you will realize why every other path was blocked before. When you make dua, do not just ask for success. Ask for the right doors to open and the wrong ones to remain shut. Say, Ya Al-Fatah, open the doors of goodness in my life. Guide me to what is best for me, and keep me away from what will harm me, even if I do not understand it yet. And now reflect on this. How many times have you been frustrated over a closed door without realizing that Al-Fatah was preparing something better for you? The one who remembers Al-Fatah in their dua will never feel stuck, never feel lost, never feel hopeless. 6. Al-Hafiz, the protector. There are moments in life when fear grips the heart so tightly that it becomes hard to breathe. Fear of harm, fear of loss, fear of the unknown. The world feels dangerous, and no matter how much we try to protect ourselves, there is always a sense of vulnerability. But what if I told you that you are never truly unprotected? That even when you are unaware, there is one who watches over you, shielding you from dangers you never even knew existed. That one is Al-Hafiz, the protector. Think about all the times you traveled safely, never knowing what accidents could have been written for you but never reached you. Think about the nights you slept peacefully while he kept you safe from unseen harms. Think about the sicknesses that never touched you, the enemies that never reached you, the disasters that never entered your life. Do you really think all of that was luck? No, it was Al-Hafiz, guarding you when you were completely unaware. But his protection is not just physical. How many times has he protected your heart from breaking? How many times has he saved you from making a terrible decision, from trusting the wrong person, from walking a path that would have destroyed you? There are moments in life when we desperately want something, not realizing it will harm us. And in those moments when Al-Hafiz closes a door, when he removes someone from our life, when he places obstacles in our path, it is not rejection, it is protection. Yet the sad reality is that many people live in constant fear, forgetting that their safety does not come from locks on doors or security systems, but from the one who controls every single event in existence. No harm can touch you unless he allows it, and no evil can overpower the one whom Al-Hafiz has placed under his care. But his protection is a gift, and like all gifts, it must be sought. When you make dua, do not just ask for safety. Ask for the kind of protection that covers your body, heart, mind, and soul. Say, Ya Al-Hafiz, protect me from all harm, from the dangers I can see and the ones I cannot. Guard my heart from pain, my mind from doubts, my soul from losing faith. Keep me and my loved ones under your care, for there is no safety except in you. And now take a moment to reflect. Do you truly trust that Al-Hafiz is watching over you? Or do you let fear control your heart? The one who remembers Al-Hafiz in their dua will walk through life with courage, knowing that no harm can touch them unless Allah wills. If you believe in the protection of Al-Hafiz, mention his name below. Let this be a reminder that you are never alone, never unguarded, never left to fend for yourself. 7. Al-Ghaffar, the constant forgiver. There are moments in life when guilt feels like a heavy chain wrapped around the soul. The weight of past mistakes, the regret of wrong choices, the shame of sins committed in secret. It all piles up until a person begins to wonder, is there any hope for me? Can I ever be forgiven? The answer is not just yes, but something even more beautiful. You are already being invited back by Al-Ghaffar, the constant forgiver. Unlike people who forgive with conditions, who remind you of your faults, who make you feel unworthy, Al-Ghaffar forgives without hesitation. He does not bring up your past to punish you. He brings it up so that you turn back to him. No matter how many times you have fallen, no matter how great your sins are, no matter how long you have stayed away, his doors remain open. Imagine a master whose servant disobeys him daily, yet every time the servant returns, the master welcomes him with love. Would any human being do that? Yet Allah, who is free of need, does that for his creation every single day. How many people delay seeking forgiveness because they believe they are too sinful? How many think their prayers will not be accepted because of their past? But who told them that? It was not Al-Ghaffar, because he himself has promised that even if a person's sins reached the sky, he would still forgive them if they sincerely turned back. He has promised that even if a person came to him with a mountain of sins, he would erase them if they repented with sincerity. This is not a human promise. This is the promise of the most merciful, and he never breaks his word. But there is something even more incredible. Al-Ghaffar does not just erase sins, he replaces them with good deeds. Imagine standing on the day of judgment, expecting punishment, only to find that your sins have been turned into rewards. This is not a dream. This is a reality for the one who sincerely asks for forgiveness. He does not just wipe away the darkness. He fills it with light. When you make dua, do not just ask for forgiveness out of fear. Ask for it with hope, knowing that you are calling upon the one who loves to forgive. Say, Ya Al-Ghaffar, forgive me for what I have done. for what I have forgotten, for what only you know about me. Cover my faults, erase my sins, and bring me back to you with a clean heart. And now, take a moment to ask yourself, do you truly believe that Allah's mercy is greater than your sins? Or have you allowed guilt to make you forget the vastness of Al-Ghaffar's forgiveness? The one who remembers Al-Ghaffar in their dua will never live in despair, never feel beyond redemption, never believe that their past defines their future. Life is a journey filled with uncertainty, struggles, and moments where the heart longs for answers. But those who call upon Allah with His most beautiful names never walk through life alone. Every hardship, every unanswered prayer, every moment of doubt has a solution hidden in these names. Ar-Rahman for mercy, Ar-Razzaq for provision, Al-Wadud for love, Ash-Shafi for healing, Al-Fatah for new beginnings, Al-Hafiz for protection, and Al-Ghaffar for endless forgiveness. These names are not just words. They are doors to relief, to peace, to a connection with the one who never abandons his creation. But the real question is, will you remember to use them? How many times do people pray without calling upon Allah in the way He has taught us? How many times do we complain about life, but forget to ask from the one who holds everything in His hands? Dua is not just about asking. It is about knowing who you are asking from. Those who whisper these names in their prayers will see changes they never expected, blessings they never imagined, and doors opening when they had lost all hope. Now take a moment to reflect. Which of these names touched your heart the most? Which one do you need in your life right now? Let this be a reminder that no matter what you are facing, there is a name of Allah that holds the answer. And if this message moved you, share it with someone who needs it. Because the most beautiful gift we can give is a reminder of Allah, the one who heals, who provides, who forgives, and who never turns away from those who call upon Him.